This shot right here took me almost 2 hours to render the traditional way. And this one, which looks just as good, took about 5 minutes. The difference is I made this one with Seedance 2.0 at 4K resolution, and in this video you'll know exactly how I did it, where it works beautifully and where it still falls apart. Let's get into it. Everything you're about to see happens inside Lovart, which is basically an all-in-one AI that has all the integrations bundled together. To start, you can jump into this little chat box, but I prefer to just come straight over here and create a brand new project. And in this project, we are going to make videos with Seedance 2.0 at 4K. The first thing we need is our image, so we come down to the bottom and upload it. There's a few ways to do this, but since we are making a video, let's just start with the first frame. This image right here. Now, if you click the image, it drops it into the chat area. And here you've got agent mode selected. And the nice thing about agent mode is you just tell it what you want. So I'll say something like, create a dolly in camera movement, 4 seconds, using Seedance 2.0 4K, same aspect ratio as the reference image. I'll send that off and you can already see it saying generating video using Seedance 2.0. So it knew exactly what we wanted. And if we drag the canvas over to the right, you can watch the whole thing render out right here. Everything stays on one canvas, which keeps things really clean. And here's the generation. It gave us a clean 4-second clip with Seedance 2.0 at 4K in a 3:2 aspect ratio, which matches this specific render. Let's throw it into full screen and have a look. Honestly, the animation is really good. No weird artifacts, except for one little thing. If you look right here, there's an area that I know is not in my original render, and that's the AI hallucinating elements that were never there. But there's a way to fix this, giving it the first and last frame. So basically, the very first image of the animation where the camera starts, and the last image where the camera ends. When you do that, it gets dramatically more accurate, almost no weird artifacts at all. So instead of agent, we switch over to video gen. And this part's important. Make sure you are on frames and not reference. We upload the start frame, this one right here, and then the last frame, this one right here. Now we get a few more options. I'll set the aspect ratio to auto, so it matches the same as I have on my images. Resolution back up to 4K, duration 4 seconds, and no audio for this one. Down here on the lens settings, it's already giving me presets, but just to be safe, I'll select Advanced and simply say, camera moves forward slowly. That's all it needs, because everything else is already dialed in. I hit generate, it costs 400 credits, and it starts doing its thing. And here's the new one. Let's have a proper look in full screen. This time there are no weird artifacts, no strange things popping up, and that's purely because we gave it the first and last frame. And this is the part that impresses me. With 4K video, this is fast. This took about 4 to 5 minutes. Compare that to animating it inside the rendering software, and it's not even close. And if the AI does mess it up, you just generate it again. That's another 4 to 5 minutes, not another 2 hours. Which brings me to the comparison I really want to show you. I've got the same simple animation, just the sun moving from right to left with a little sunset, rendered a few different ways. The first is with NRD. That's a technique that makes rendering much faster, but you pay for it with artifacts. And it's only running 4 samples. The second one I rendered with a better video setup and better settings, this time at 128 samples, which by the way is still really low. For clean video, you honestly want at least 700 to 1000 samples. And even at 128 samples at QHD, that 4-second clip took 1 hour and 49 minutes, almost 1 hour and 50, for 4 seconds. So now let's see what the AI does with that exact same starting image. I'll switch back to Agent, select the image and say Static Camera. The sun moves from right to left, going down slightly. 4 seconds, Seedance 2.0 4K, same aspect ratio as the reference. And send. Okay, the generation's done, and here's where we hit our first real problem. Watch this. The prompt says the sun moves from right to left, so it should be traveling in this direction. But look at the shadow. The shadow's moving this way too, when it should be going the opposite way. So I went back and flipped it, told it left to right instead, just to see if the shadows would correct themselves. And here's the new one. It's exactly the same. So that's my first real issue. And sure, I could keep pushing the prompt and probably improve it, but I want to be honest with you here. Sometimes you just face these walls with AI, where you cannot get the exact result you're after, no matter how you word it. That said, everything else about the animation actually looks great. Even the shadows coming off the sofa, especially in this area with this little gap here, they are being handled really nicely. So overall, I'm happy with it, except that little detail. Next, I want to test something harder, a rotation. So I'll go back into video gen with first and last frame. For the start frame, I'll pick this image. And for the last frame, this one. It's the exact same sofa, just from a different angle, because I want to see how well it handles rotating the camera all the way around the subject. First frame, last frame, presets on 4K, and I'll use the move the camera around the subject preset. I'm not going to write anything extra. Let's just hit generate and see what it gives us. Alright, that's finished. Let's look at the rotation in full screen. And yeah, I think this holds up really well. It's consistent, no weird glitches or artifacts, except one little detail. If you notice, there's another wall here, which in my actual project is a corridor. So the fix would probably be to describe that corridor in the prompt, and it would most likely sort itself out. But overall, for a rotation, giving it the first and last frame, it works really well. Now for something more ambitious. I want to do the first and last frame again, but this time the first image has an empty shelf and the last image has all the books in place. And I think I will go advanced and tell it exactly what I want. As the camera moves, all the books fly into place with a pop-in animation, one by one. And because I want the books to have room to breathe, I'll bump the duration up to 7 seconds. Leave the aspect ratio to auto and keep it on 4K. And actually, let's turn audio on this one and add with sounds of books going into place. Okay, let's see what it does. And for this one, the animation looks great. But watch the ending, because my light source is quite different from the first generation to the second, and to be honest, that was my mistake. The image kind of blends into itself at the end. But the actual animation of the books look really good and really consistent. The shadows don't have any weird glitches, so overall, this part is solid. I did try one more with a prompt saying the sun moves, and here's what happened. It just moves way too fast, and then snaps to the end when it starts placing all the books. It's not bad, but it's a reminder that you really need to get everything right from the very first frame if you want something clean and accurate. So those were my ideas for making render animations with Seedance 2.0 at 4K. I've got a bunch of case studies lined up, all kinds of animation, and the fact that you can do this at 4K is really exciting. So drop a comment and let me know what kind of Seedance animation you would like me to try next. And I've done all of these using Lovart, an all-in-one place for all your AI tools under one canvas. I'll leave a link in the description below for you guys to check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.